Even now, the axe is laid at the root of the trees. Thank you so much for watching. We are continuing our verse-by-verse study going through the book of Matthew. We are in Matthew chapter 3, verse 10. We're only going to get through one verse today. And remember, this was John the Baptist. He's baptizing people, and he sees up on the hill, he sees the scribes and the Pharisees and the Sadducees. They've come to watch. They've come to watch what John was doing. They've come to maybe poke fun at. They've come to criticize. This is who they were. And John, when he sees them, he gets pretty upset. And he yells at them. And this was one of the things he yells at them. He said, "And even now, the axe is laid to the root of the trees. Therefore, every tree which does not bear good fruit is cut down and thrown into the fire." So, as I was thinking about this whole idea of fruit, it took me to a different place, and in James chapter 2, which says, verse 17, "Thus also faith by itself, if it does not have works, is dead. But someone will say, 'I have faith and you have works. Show me your faith without your works, and I will show you my faith by my works.'" So, faith and works, trying to understand this whole concept. Picture this. Someone writes you a check for $1 million, and you handed this check. Now, if you just put this check in your dresser and just let it sit there, that's actually a sign that you don't have faith. Why? Because you've done nothing with it. You've just put it there. You're like, I know I got this money. Well, if you knew you had it, you would actually put it in a place you could use it. Because, right, a check is pretty much just a piece of paper. It doesn't actually represent anything except to a bank. So you couldn't give me the check that was written to you and have me try and do anything. I can't do anything with it. So if you have true faith, when you're given that check, I have complete faith that the person's account that this check is coming from, they have $1 million to give me. So because I have faith, I'm going to take it and put it in the bank. That's the works that show that I truly had faith in that check, right? So now back here with John the Baptist, he said, "And even now the axe is laid to the root of the trees. Therefore, every tree which does not bear good fruit is cut down and thrown into the fire." Another interesting thing about fruit is something the farmer can't force the tree to produce fruit. God produces the fruit. We have to get this right. We have to get that understanding. Okay, I have faith in God. I'm trusting Him to do a good work. I'm trusting Him with everything in my life. And because I have faith, I have trust, then I'm going to obey the things He tells me to do. Because I'm not going to say, well, if I do that, all these bad things are going to happen. No, I would know if I do what He's told me to do, I know something good is going to happen. I have faith and trust in God, right? So what are these kind of things? Good works, they're things like what we just talked about, obeying. Maybe God told you to do something, to go somewhere, to speak to someone. Maybe as you're reading the Bible, you kind of see, there's something I'm doing that's not good. It's not pleasing God. And so you realize by faith, the good work is to stop doing this sinful thing. Maybe it's something that's not even sinful, but it's just holding you back from a deeper walk with God. So by faith, the good work is to stop doing that thing. Maybe the good work is praying for somebody. Maybe the good work is sharing the gospel with somebody, sharing your testimony. This is what God's done in my life. Maybe the good work is physically helping someone or giving them something that is yours that you know they need, and you share it with them. These are things we can all do. And there's not a set of things that we need to do for good works. We need to follow God. We need to obey Him. We need to listen to Him. But the warning is that the works are never to save you. The works, as we saw in James, they're to prove that you already had the faith. He said He's going to prove that He has the faith because of the good works He's doing. So good works will naturally follow true faith. These guys, the Sadducees and the Pharisees, they weren't producing any good work because they didn't have any true faith in God. They had things they had to do, but it was all based on them and not based on God. You are so wonderful. You've done so much for me. I want to thank you. And the only thing I can do is I can praise you with my lips. I can obey the things you tell me to do with my hands. That's all I got. And that's what he's talking about. So for us, question, where is my relationship with God? Is my relationship in a right place? Am I on fire? Am I wanting Him more? If you're not, ask Him. Confess, God, I'm not in the right place right now. I need more of you. I want even more of a desire for you, Lord. Cry out to Him and ask Him. And then obey whatever He tells you to do. The works are not going to save you. It's the faith in the finished work of Jesus Christ on that cross. That's the only place there's true salvation. I sure love you guys.